Hey, deep divers, welcome back to the show. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and leave us a comment down below.
You know, it's fascinating.
What's up?
This whole Washington Post thing, this controversy, it revolves around them deciding to stop endorsing presidential candidates.
Whoa, hold on. Back up.
That's a big deal.
The Washington Post, the newspaper, they've been doing this forever.
Almost half a century, yeah.
And now suddenly they're saying no more. And people are quitting over it.
Yeah.
What's going on?
So think about it this way.
Okay.
Getting an endorsement from a major publication like the Post, it's like, in school when you get that gold star.
Yeah.
From the teacher you respect the most.
Oh, I see.
It carries a lot of weight.
Especially these days, right? Everyone is screaming for attention.
Everyone wants attention, yeah.
So it's not just about which name they print. It's about the trust that comes with that name.
Yeah, public opinion is really impacted by these endorsements. You got your undecided voters.
Oh, yeah.
They crave that guidance. It's like a trusted voice to cut through all the noise.
You're right.
Especially in today's crazy information landscape.
Yeah, for sure. So the Post's endorsement, or the fact that they're not endorsing, that sends a really powerful message.
Oh, definitely.
And in this case, that message is causing some serious chaos.
Absolutely.
Not one, but two Pulitzer Prize-winning journalists resigning from the editorial board.
Big deal.
In protest. That's a huge statement.
It is. Molly Roberts and David Hoffman. They felt so strongly about this that they walked away from, really prestigious positions.
That's putting your principles right where your pen is.
It really is.
So what's the real story? What's behind this? Why all the drama?
Well, it gets kind of murky here.
Okay.
This whole situation, it's complex. It sparked a lot of speculation. Censorship, undue influence, all stemming from the paper's owner.
Who owns the Washington Post?
Jeff Bezos.
Hold on. Jeff Bezos owns the Washington Post.
Yeah.
Like the Amazon guy.
Yeah.
Wow.
And there's whispers in the newsroom that the decision to pull the endorsement of Kamala Harris over Donald Trump came straight from the top.
Oh, wow. Okay, so that's not just, eyebrow raising.
Yeah.
That's like setting off alarm bells. The owner dictating who the paper endorses.
It does kind of reek of censorship, doesn't it?
Right.
Yeah.
It's a big deal.
It really raises questions about journalistic integrity and editorial independence.
Oh, for sure.
The Post editorial board, they're supposed to be independent. They make decisions based on journalistic principles, not because the owner has personal preferences.
Right, and it seems like the journalists who resigned are really upset about that. I saw Roberts' statement online, and it's powerful.
Oh, yeah.
She did not hold back.
Yeah.
She said that the Post's silence was exactly what Trump wants, and that endorsing Harris was a moral imperative.
Wow.
And Hoffman. In his letter, he talked about the Post losing its voice.
At such a critical time.
Yeah.
And he can't stay silent when he sees democracy under threat.
Some strong words.
Yeah.
What's the Post saying about all of this?
So, William Lewis, the publisher, he insists that Bezos never even saw the draft.
The draft endorsement of Harris.
Yeah. He also claims that he doesn't personally believe in these presidential endorsements.
Really? So it's just a coincidence.
What do you think?
That this all went down right before the election.
Yeah.
And after a draft endorsing Harris was already written? I don't know. It's a little hard to believe.
Right. Makes you wonder, are there ulterior motives?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe a power struggle happening behind the scenes?
Oh, no?
But it's definitely unsettling, the message it sends to journalists at the Post and beyond.
And the public isn't buying it either. 20 of the Post's own columnists
Oh, wow.
publicly criticized the decision.
Yeah.
Thousands of readers have canceled their subscription.
In protest.
In protest. That's a lot, even for a big name like the Washington Post.
That's a lot.
It speaks volumes about how much distrust this whole situation has caused.
Absolutely.
People are questioning their commitment to journalistic principles,
Yeah.
wondering if they can be trusted to report fairly and objectively.
Especially when it comes to powerful figures like Bezos.
This is a tangled web.
Right.
We're talking ethics, power dynamics, and the future of journalism. It's intense.
Yeah, it's a lot. To really understand what's going on, we need to look at the bigger picture.
You mean how this all fits into media and politics today?
Exactly. There's this trend, it's been going on for a while now,
Oh, yeah?
of really rich people
Okay.
and big companies, they're like buying up media outlets.
Oh, interesting.
Like crazy.
Like hotcakes.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's not just a regular business deal, right?
It's about power.
Okay.
With potential consequences, journalistic independence.
So it's not just about Bezos and the Washington Post? This is bigger.
Much bigger.
Like a canary in the coal mine for the whole media landscape.
Exactly.
Okay, now that's kind of scary.
Yeah.
It's like the idea of a free and independent press. It's hanging by a thread.
And that's why this Washington Post thing is so important. It's like a tiny example.
A microcosm.
Yes. Of a much bigger debate. The future of journalism in this time.
Where everything's changing.
Yeah, media consolidation, big money having all this influence.
It's almost like behind the scenes, we're watching this drama unfold.
Yes.
With journalists fighting for what they believe in.
Right.
And these powerful forces trying to control the narrative.
And the stakes are really high.
Yeah.
I mean, a free and independent press, it's the foundation of a working democracy.
It holds those in power accountable.
Exactly.
Keeps the public informed.
Yes.
Gives a platform to all sorts of different voices and perspectives.
Exactly.
But what if the media is basically controlled by these big corporations? Or these billionaires? Can we really trust the information we're getting?
That's the question, isn't it?
Yeah, it's almost like we're trying to drink from a poisoned well.
We need to be critical of the media we consume.
How do we even do that? Like, how do we navigate all of this?
So, first, diversify your media diet.
Yeah.
Don't just rely on one place for your news.
Different perspectives.
Yes. Seek out different views from outlets you know are reputable.
Okay.
Ones with a history of good reporting.
Like getting your nutrients from different food groups.
Exactly. Instead of just pizza every day.
Right. Don't put all your eggs in one basket.
Exactly. The second thing is pay attention to who owns the media you're consuming.
Oh, okay.
Publicly traded, private, nonprofit. Knowing this can give you insight into their biases, their motivations. Do your research. Know who's behind the news.
It's like checking the nutrition label, but for the news.
Exactly. And be wary of those clickbait headlines. You know, the really sensationalized stories. Often those really outrageous claims. They're just designed to get clicks, make money.
Not for accuracy.
Exactly. Think of it like junk food for your brain.
Tempting, but not good for you.
Exactly. And finally, support organizations that are committed to ethical journalism.
Okay.
Subscribe to things you believe in. Donate to nonprofit newsrooms, share good quality reporting. It's like voting with your wallet for the media you want to see.
It's a call to action. We're not just like sitting back and watching. We can actually do something.
Absolutely. What media organizations do, the actions of these powerful individuals, the choices we make as consumers, they all matter. We need to be engaged, informed, and stand up for a free and independent press.
Well said. This whole thing, it's been eye-opening, the Washington Post thing. Just the tip of the iceberg.
It really is. It reminds us that we can't just assume we'll always have a free and independent press. We have to fight for it. We have to be critical, active.
So what does this all mean for the Washington Post? Can they recover from this?
That's the big question, right?
Yeah.
They're facing a real crisis. Credibility, trust, it's all been shaken. They have to address these concerns.
From their journalists, the readers.
Everyone.
If they want to save their reputation.
Yeah. Will they rebuild that trust? I don't know. Only time will tell. But one thing's for sure.
What's that?
This has exposed just how vulnerable even the big names are.
Like the Washington Post.
Yes. When you have shifting power, evolving media consumption habits, it's a whole new world. A wake-up call for everyone.
It's a reminder that the fight for a free and independent press, it's not over.
It's happening every day.
On so many fronts.
We need to be informed, engaged, and hold those in power accountable. We can't be complacent.
Well, it's a bit heavy.
Yeah.
But it's also empowering. We're not just passively taking in information. We have a voice.
Absolutely. The media is always changing, but the core principles, they're still essential. Integrity, accountability, independence. We need to be aware, informed, engaged, make sure those principles are protected.
This has been a fascinating deep dive. What a wild ride.
It really has. And the conversation needs to keep going. We can't let it just disappear.
Okay, so deep divers. We've been through a lot.
Yeah.
Billionaires, newspapers, Pulitzer Prizes, elections. It's a lot.
That's a wild world out there.
It is. So, like, what does it all mean for us? You know, the people reading the news, watching the news.
It's about trust.
Okay.
This whole thing impacts how much we can trust the media.
Right, because, like, if the Washington Post, with all their history, can be influenced like this,
by these pressures,
then where does that leave everyone else? You know, just trying to figure out what's real.
it's a good question.
Yeah, like who do you believe anymore? If the sources we thought were reliable might not be, how do we even tell what's true?
It's why media literacy is so important.
What does that even mean?
It means we got to have the tools to look at information critically.
Okay.
Go beyond just the headlines. Think about those potential biases.
From any source.
Yeah, exactly. We can't just passively consume anymore.
We got to be more active.
Yes. We're part of this whole information ecosystem.
So we need to be, like, questioning things more.
Absolutely.
Checking facts. Having real discussions.
About the media, yeah.
The wake-up call for journalists.
It is for media organizations.
For all of us.
We all got to be more aware.
Engaged.
We can't just sit back.
It's our responsibility, too.
It really is.
So as we come to the end of this deep dive, like, what's the one thing you want our listeners to walk away with?
Okay, imagine this.
Yeah.
You're a journalist at the Washington Post. Right now,
Oh, man.
do you stay,
Okay.
fight for change from the inside,
Mm-hmm.
or do you walk away?
In protest.
Yeah. It's a tough one, right?
Yeah, there's no easy answer.
No easy answer.
But it makes you think about what's important to you. It really does.
Yeah. What role do we each play
In all of this.
in the future of journalism?
Wow. That's heavy.
It is.
This whole thing, it's not over. It goes way beyond the Washington Post.
It's about our democracy.
So deep divers, we want to hear from you.
Yes. What do you think?
Did the Washington Post do the right thing? Has this changed how much you trust the media? Let us know in the comments. And hey, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel for more deep dives, and tap that bell so you don't miss a thing. Until next time, keep questioning, keep learning, and keep diving deep.